Hello everyone, welcome to my brand new Let's Play series of Pathologic 2. I'm Colonel RPG and I'm very happy to have you here with me as I try out, I'm still on a pre-release build, but I try out the sequel to Pathologic, the relatively unknown Russian-made game from 2005 that tells a story unlike any other I've seen. And in terms of genre, I don't know, this is sort of a walking simulator, sort of a survival game, sort of a shooter, sort of an RPG, a mixture of all the things, but the storytelling is just what really just stood with me since I first played it. And I got links for you up here for my first playthrough. I did a Let's Play as the Bachelor, and the game is gonna release the different campaigns as DLC. The first edition of the game, or the final release, I guess the first release of the game, is gonna have only one campaign, and I know very little of what is to come. I also played, and you can see it up here on Twitch, I played the second campaign, which was with the Haruspecs. The first one was with Bachelor, and the Haruspecs campaign was fantastic. I have launched the game before, just to see if everything works. Everything does work. Let's start a new game. So here we are. Where are we? I don't know. This is a game that features a lot of tiny details in the environment, and I'm sure all of these paintings matter. We got a fly over there, over what looks to be, I don't know, that looks like an eye, something horrible. And over here we have some of the faceless. It's the masked people. These are the people of the city. And we're in the theater. A very different theater, admittedly. Who is that? Is that Mark Immortal?
See no evil, hear no evil, display no evil.
Huh. This guy is super creepy. He was super creepy in the first game. He's a little bit less creepy in this one. So, Burak, your performance was a flop. So we're playing as Burak, which means we're playing as the Haruspecs. We're gonna see what all of that means later on. You're unfit for the role. A cursed production. This is our second attempt. A second failure. Oh, come on. The first run was decent. That is not for you to judge. Well, it's not our fault you put us into these inhuman conditions. Now, I'm gonna say that I think Let's try it. I think this doesn't end the dialogue. This is meant to show that we can ask this before saying that. Let's see. We gave it all we had. Whatever. You're dismissed. The bird will give you your final payment. Huh. I don't know what that means. Aren't you tired of those beak heads? They're trouble. The birds. They were the only useful people around. Right. Okay. Well. Is this still the theater? Maybe. Look at all the shadows over there. Those are the birds. The birds have a specific... Oh, we're in the same place. It's just changed. Oh. So it started in the middle of the action already. There's dead people. This game is not necessarily a flat-out sequel. Maybe a reimagining. I've heard stories of what this game is going to be. Pressing left control highlights. Yes, he does, and it's sort of very good. So we have an executor maybe up there, and we have somebody down here. Looks like the Bachelor. And everybody's really sick or dead, maybe.
Sow an act and you reap a habit. Sow a habit and you reap a character. Sow a character and you reap a destiny.
Every character says stuff like that. They have multiple sayings, and depending on the day, depending on the development of the storyline, they will say different things. I don't think I've ever heard that one over there. The Bachelor went through some pretty interesting things in the first game, but then again, maybe he didn't in this game. They don't trust me anymore. I wasn't even invited to the final council, he says. Well, I can imagine what kind of advice you would have given them. Erdem. That's a name we call him. Interesting. Oh, but that does end the dialogue. That's what that means. Okay, learning here. I'm pretty sure none of our options right now are going to have any long-term consequences. I can look at our character sheet over here. We have our time of day, which is pretty good. I don't think we have like an immediate time of day, but the inventory does pause the game, which is great. And we have our stats over here. They're very simple. We're going to deal with them later on. Yeah, tincture. We can look at that. We got for splits and things. This is a lot better than the original version of the game. We got some other things. That's for healing items. The chalk is not, though. I can right-click and touch and drop. What's touch for? Okay, chalk, touch. Oh, it's to see the description, maybe. The world is one whole, having form only where it is divided. Some lines are natural, others man-made. Chalk, composed of the dead bodies of sea creatures, is a good tool for setting boundaries. This setting is special. Very, very special. And then we have this, which is our journal, as far as I can tell. And it is still dark. It is indeed. And then we also have a map. And we're going to look at the map later on, I suppose. Oh, it's got... Oh, these are the rivers. That's right. Oh, can we tell the name of the rivers, though? I don't remember the name of the rivers. But we can indeed tell... I might be able to... Nope, I can't click on them. We can tell the name of the locations, which is pretty good. Because it's actually very easy to get lost in when they tell you, go to the Tanners. And you're like, what the heck? I don't know what that is. But now we do.
You know, all saints and magi alike, they only speak of love. Love and patience are our most precious gifts.
She would say that, knowing her character. But we'll figure it out later. Turns out, the birds aren't birds at all. Want to know who they are? Lean down, and I'll tell you. Lower, lower now. They're fingers. Why the happy face? Oh, yeah, because she's a healer as well. How many have you revived? You should be ashamed. People believed in you. This is interesting. Let's go with that. And we can't see anything. Now we have a torch, I think, it's pressing number 4 on the keyboard. But we can't see it right now. Brought up the gamma a little bit so you could see and tell what's going on. A little bit better than I. Because it's very dark. And we have more dead people, or actually dead people. Because the ones downstairs are not necessarily all of them dead. Where are these shadows coming from? I don't know. And here's the bird, looking super creepy. Super creepy. Yeah. Executor. Want to receive your payment? Well, everyone will get paid what they're due in the cathedral. That's where the final choice will be made. By whom? The authorities. Feeding. And we have a journal update. We'll fix everything. The decision will be made in the cathedral. It seems like we're starting at the end of the first game, maybe? Especially with all the red districts. You're hated here. No, that's a different thing. No, okay. So I thought maybe the red districts told me that that I was hated there, but apparently not. I'm hated everywhere, which is very fitting. If I'm Burak, yeah. Can I leave? How do I leave? Through here? Press control. Nope. I think we have lights showing us the way. Very subtle. Red lights as well. That's less subtle. J to open the journal. I know where to go. I know the city. I'm good. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I know the city. No loading screens, huh? Day 12, the last one, which the aerospect ends with a semicolon. How proper of him. I do enjoy a good semicolon. And this is indeed the first game. Okay, so time is passing. Let's look at our map here, because we need to be aware of what we can do. So these areas, that, for example, over there, that is a house of somebody. I would imagine Maria, what's her name? Lara, maybe? Yeah, this is all slightly different. Maybe I should go there right away. But since I'm here, nah, let's not Let's not mess around. Pressing control is pretty good. I don't know to what extent we're gonna... For the ambience. I don't know to what extent we're gonna need to loot a lot of things. But we're going to cathedrals. Remember how I said I know the way? Yeah, I don't. I don't know the way. That's not good news. Did I break something? They're executing people here. Who the heck are you? They're not... Move along, Doctor. Nothing to see here. Work as usual. Butcher's work. You're killing people, you bastards. Can't believe this is our military. Even invaders are more humane. Stop the circus now, I'm gonna say. You better know... You know better than anyone there's no salvation from the scent pest. Yes, so... Yeah, that's the pest in the first game. There's a plague going about. People go mad with pain. They're not responsible for their actions. We put them out of their misery and protect the healthy. Legal orders. You burned them alive. No, we burn infected miasmas. What miasmas? You know nothing about this disease. We have our instructions, compiled by your own doctors. Mode of infection? Unknown, he says. It's transmitted through air, saliva, touch, and God knows what else. We've lost half our men already. Well, you deserve it. Go, Doctor. Stop lecturing us. If you were better at your job, we wouldn't have to be so good at ours. But there's still no cure. Or do you think we enjoy shooting and burning villains? Well, those people are healthy. Why have you seized them? They're looters. Like I said, it's work as usual. You do your job and we'll do ours. Well, you should let them go. A couple less, a couple more. What does it matter? I don't think it matters to him, though. Can we go into the houses? Not like that. Is that that person? Oh, boy. Okay, so we're going more or less... Oh, we're crossing the river already. Holy crap.
Shapeless ghouls walk in stolen guises.
Aspity. I know where you're going. Want a piece of advice? You're alive? Heed my advice. You think she loves you. Think she's a friend and he's a foe because he brought in cannons. Don't talk to her first. Talk to him. Now, this is, of course, not introduced in this game, but it's introduced in the previous one. She is the Inquisitor, and she was sent here to try to save the city. But so has he been sent here to try to save the city. He's the leader of the army, and he's gonna kill everybody. It's saving in completely different ways, of course. You know nothing. She's my ally. It's interesting that she would be against her, though. Aspity would be against. What the heck's going on? Holy crap. Well, yeah, they're burning them down. There's a howling of wolves. City's going down. What is that? Oh, that's a spotlight up there. Where? Oh, we should be next to the cathedral now. Oh no, the cathedral is... Oh, they inverted this area. A little bit. I see. Yeah, it's not necessarily close to what we had. There's rats on the floor. There's little rats jumping about. Close to what the first game was. It's quite different, actually. Can I talk to you? No. Let's move on then. I think this is where he is. At least that's... I would say that's him. Maybe. And there's a lot of hints to him being either inspired by Nazis or an actual Nazi. This world doesn't actually take place in real life, so it's all very vague. So I'm not 100% sure if they made that on purpose or if it's not the same at all, and I'm just seeing things. But that poster kind of hinted at things. I know these guys. Hey! It's the souls in the halves, I think. Hi. Oh no. Not hi. Crap. You don't know who those are. Well, I'm not gonna tell you. Because it doesn't matter for right now. What the heck? Oh, okay. So that's the tower. What the? Why did you have that? They have a spotlight coming from the Canes? These are the mansions of the Canes. That they are a big family. And this is the cathedral. Looking pretty ominous. Let's go on in. So it does have a little bit of a load time. Hello. I wonder if the time is passing here. Oh! Is it passing in real time? It might be passing in real time. So, is he, him? She's definitely her. For sure. That's the Inquisitor. Tiny, and the black coat that she has. And this... I wouldn't know who it is. But I'm gonna talk to her first, though. I know her character well enough. Him is treacherous and awful.
There is an immutable and rational order that fate itself has composed. All things run their inevitable courses down the topology of the universe toward the mass of this black gravity.
Can't say I understand completely what she means by that. Why have you come? She asks. To confirm to you that we have the means to fight the plague. So yeah, in the first game, we, as the Doctor, we're playing as Isidore Burak. Is it Isidore? Burak. It's Burak anyway, but he's a butcher, sort of. He's more sort of a coroner, somebody that takes care of the dead, and also does autopsies. And although the coroner is not the one that does autopsies, is it? I don't know. Anyway, it's a special position in this town, and he has found the cure for the plague, through really nasty means, and the means of that really make his campaign in the first game all that more interesting. But she doesn't know that, and a lot of people don't know, or a lot of people don't even hope for a cure for the plague. And what we see outside is basically a consequence of that. So to confirm to you that we have the means to fight the plague, I'm gonna say. The plague, not the outbreak. Who cares? We already decided everything without you. You've come uninvited. What did you decide? Who are you to demand reports from us? A backwoodsman, a self-taught doctor, practicing barbaric traditional medicine. Oh, but I know who you are. You're the person I was very wrong to put my hopes on. The person who let me down. Out. Now. I know where to get the ingredients for my serum. We can produce it. Hey, you, over there, seize this man and throw him out. Aglaya, that's her name. Listen to me. I don't think... we know that's not gonna work. Am I actually being carried out? I am not. Oh, maybe I am. There's some people over there.
This is, after all, artillery. Fire from the heavens.
It is him. Bok, I believe is his name. Is this the doctor? He asks. This is the doctor. What do you want? We can cure this disease. I know how. Proof? I didn't have time to collect it yet. What is this nonsense? State your name and occupation. Artemi Burak, surgeon. Butcher. I see. Give me a reason to call off the bombardment. You have the one chance. Let's see. I know how you make the serum. We'll need time to produce it at scale, but the recipe has been developed. Let's go with that. That was my choice when I played as Burak in the first game. Although I'm not sure that he's gonna go with it. No, Burak. If you told me you had 3 tank cars of that panacea and an army of doctors from the capital ready to administer it, that would have convinced me. That's surprising, actually. As it stands, there's no going back. It's too great a risk. We only had 12 days. That's not enough time. But we are indeed out of time. Oh, crap. Time has stopped. Wait a minute. I promise I didn't... I promise I didn't... That's obviously the symbolism here. Clearly the symbolism here. And that's Marky Martel that we met at the beginning of the game. Now, he's a very specific character, and he's super weird, and you shouldn't trust him at all, ever. But it's not that he lies to you, not necessarily that. But that's the nature of Pathologic. You never know what's going to happen.
You need an upper hand, a foot in the door, a head. Let's leave that one screwed on for now.
The upper hand and the head, hopefully. And the foot, I suppose. So you insist on a second attempt, huh? Stubborn. Not a second, a first one. Alright, let's roll then. Let us imagine that the last train has not yet left the station. Just don't be late. Oh. Well, now all I need is to not miss my stop. Are we actually starting the game again? You are Artyemi Burak, a surgeon. And that goes away. On the way home, when it all begins. Wait a minute. Twilight. There's no thoughts, there's no things. This is... Crap. We're in the train. Oh! Crap! This I wasn't expecting that. Who's that? He's so tiny. Burak is enormous, though. I forgot about that. The character that we're playing is tremendously big. He doesn't talk. Fellow traveler. How did you get inside this coffin? He asks. Me? You were the one in the coffin. Why did you crawl in there? I was hiding. From whom? Death? Yeah. And people too. It's a bit too early for me to show my face. A bit too early. Do I know who he is? So you're visiting our town too, huh? A coffin is the best means of transportation in the world. It can get you to unimaginable places. Well, you look alive though. So that vehicle is beyond your means for now. I suppose. The coffin. A free rider? Just like you, he says. Well, no one sells tickets to ride this train. So, who cares? I guess. So I'm coming home. All I need is to avoid distraction. Well, I got a pretty... Well, I was going to say a pretty big distraction. He's not that big. This is not going to be good, though. I know what happens next. Okay, our immunity is down. I do have a lamp right there. This is reminding me... Can I save the game? I can't save the game. How do I save the game? Can I just... this is reminding me of cryostasis all of a sudden. And cryostasis is quite something. Now the train crashed. I haven't turned off on my lamp, I assume? How do I... Oh, I press F. Okay. I would say no to this. Oh, I would say no to that. That bull is alive. Not animated, but alive nonetheless. And look at the thick pollen in the air. Railroads are beautiful. They always lead to one place you can't turn from, except when there's a silly mistake, like this crash. Dying just to escape fate. Stupid. Boring. What is that monster? Ahead or behind? Behind me, the bull. That is Boz Turok, a creature of steppe legends, from which the world was created. What was he trying to achieve here? Stupid. Life can never prevent death. What is ahead then? Why the fires? As you can see, the blood no longer flows in this artery. There's a clot. You're a doctor, aren't you? Do you have medicine with you? What for? How should we know? You're the doctor, not us. Go and see. We're only ensuring no other trains are derailed. We'll fix yours too, once the beast leaves the tracks. Well, I have a lot of time on my hands then. I have my work cut out for me. Bulls are stubborn. Okay, I'm gonna put away the lamp because that thing uses Does it? I would say it does not. I have matches. Well, I guess we're gonna be in the darkness for a little while. So these guys don't talk to me. And the artery that he was referring to, there's so many, like, not really what they're saying. The artery he's referring to, I assume, is the railroad. And not a literal artery on the earth. And you might think that why would I think it's a literal artery on the earth? Also, the bull is definitely animated. Because of reasons. Don't question me why I would think that. Okay, my immunity. Wait. My immunity goes up when I'm next to the bull? No, it goes up over time. Can't do anything with the bull, though. Don't pull the tail. I can immediately punch, which is sort of good. I think I can. No, I need to... I don't know. Okay, how is my timer? We don't have a time. That's curious. And that's also the end of the episode, because we're out of time for the day. So, let's find out what happens next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Divinity. Divinity? No, it's been Pathologic 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.